there, so that when people, the Muslims were coming through from Makkatul Mukarramah to Madinatul Munawwara, they would arrive there at Masjid al-Quba and they would be hosted there. Food was provided, sleeping arrangements were there. And we find that similar sort of organizations exist even in this day and age. We have the form of Darul Ulums, yes, where our children will go, they will stay there, they will spend time there, years upon years there, gaining the knowledge of Quran and Hadith. Yes, and more knowledge on our whole Sharia, alhamdulillah. So this is where it started. Food was provided there, they were taken care of, whatever needs were there were fulfilled. But the most important maqsad, the reason for that was so that people are knowledged. You must understand that people were coming into the fold of Islam. Some of them did not have knowledge of how to even address Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That is why if you open the 26th Para of the Quran, Surah 49, Surah Hujurat, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala addresses one of the nomads who came to look for Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam. He comes outside the house of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam and says, "Oh Muhammad." He doesn't know, I must say, "Oh Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam," or I must address him nicely. He's outside the house and he's going, "Hey Muhammad." He said, "You go outside someone's house and you're calling for them." And then Allah ta'ala addresses this issue. So to educate and make people understand, we find that these madaris were established. These madaris were established so that the knowledge of deen can be understood. And alhamdulillah, thumma alhamdulillah, if you look around, in most places of the world, madaris are being established everywhere. Yeah? In Leicester alone, if I'm not mistaken, at least 10,000 children, I'm sure that figure, this was a few years ago when I was given this figure. At least 10,000 children attend madrasa regularly, daily in Leicester. Just in Leicester alone, 10,000 children. Yeah. Nabi Kareem sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam said that when the people gather, like how we are gathered today, yeah, to speak about Allah, speak about Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, وَحَفَّتْ عَلَيْهِمُ الْمَلَائِكَةِ. Yeah. The malaika surround such a gathering. وَنَزَلَ عَلَيْهِمُ الرَّحْمَةِ. And Allah Ta'ala sends down His mercy. When a madrasa is taking place, the same thing is happening. Quran is being taught in various ways, with tajweed, with beautiful recitation. Yes? The hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam is taught in the madrasa. Friday is generally our day for hadith in the madrasa. It's a day where our children in the madrasa, and every year the aim is to learn at least 10 hadith with some understanding. Yeah. So if your children attend madrasa, they should have some understanding of this. They're also learning about fiqh. What is fiqh? How to make wudu. If we didn't have fiqh, yeah, if we didn't have fiqh, we wouldn't understand. Fifth para where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks about that, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, O you who believe, إِذَا قُمْتُمْ إِلَى الصَّلَاةِ, when you stand up for salah, فَاغْسِلُوا وُجُوهَكُمْ, then wash your face. وَامْسَحُوا فَاغْسِلُوا وُجُوهَكُمْ وَأَيْدِيَكُمْ إِلَى الْمَرَافِقِ, your hands up till your elbows. وَامْسَحُوا بِرُؤُوسِكُمْ, and make masah of your heads. وَأَرْجُلَكُمْ إِلَى الْكَعْبَيْنِ, and wash your feet up to your ankles. All of the information, these are just the faraiz. But all the other sunan that Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam taught us, these are taught. Aqaid, our beliefs, who we believe in, what is Allah Ta'ala, who is Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, what level of respect should be given to Allah in comparison to Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and vice versa. Various other things are spoken about. And the madrasa system is such a successful system that, as those of you who are on the As-Salam Brothers group would have read the story about that headmaster who, speaking to his local imam, said that I have Muslim children in my school, and those that go to madrasa and those that don't go to madrasa, I can tell the difference because of the akhlaq, their adab, their character. Something we focus on in our madrasa here. Quran and hadith, without a shadow of doubt, that has to be done. Cleanliness, very important. You find Muslim children that come here, would you believe it, sometimes, I'm talking about the smaller ones, some of them don't even know what istinja is. They don't know najasa, they don't know, the boys don't know when we go to the toilet, we mustn't stand and urinate. So I do it at home. Not that we go to look, but they will tell us, no, we stand and urinate at home. We don't wear sandals or slippers in our home, when we go into the toilet. Najasat, cleanliness, these things are not taught by many parents. Madrasah, alhamdulillah, takes care of these things. And just a couple of days ago, Mr. Prime Minister Sahab decides to attack our madaris. Forget the Prime Minister, anyone and everyone, whoever wants to come and inspect our madrasa, I'm happy for them to come and do it. We are always constantly striving to ensure that our madrasa not only fulfills the criteria as far as deen is concerned, but as far as the laws of the country are concerned. Yeah, it costs a lot of money to do so. And some people find it difficult. Why are you asking for money to teach Islam? How many of you go to work here? Can I just see a show of hands? Right? How many of you would work for free? As you can see, I also go to work, but I won't work for free. Yeah. We all have to earn a living, isn't it? We've got rent to pay, we've got bills to pay. Yeah, we have to take care of the masjid. There's so many things that we have to do. So similarly, for that reason, we have to charge. But the charge is khair, that is one side. The Prime Minister is saying that the madaris are teaching intolerance and so forth, and yet we try and engage our children as much as possible. Our madaris are under attack. Why? Because they know that Islam is the true religion. They continuously try to put dampeners on Islam, and what happens? Islam just flourishes and flourishes and flourishes. 10 years ago, 20 years ago, you think you could come here dressed like this into Thornby Lodge? You think you could wear a kurta in Thornby Lodge? You get battered and you'll be left for dead. But alhamdulillah, the barakah of this kalima has united me and you in this very same area. I didn't know any of you, and I probably wouldn't ever know you unless it was through this kalima. Yes? And we wouldn't know one another. And this kalima, how does it flourish? Because people have the knowledge of deen. The madrasa is a very, very important part of our lives. Very sadly, I have to deal with some parents who feel that Islam is an optional thing. Madrasa is a daycare center. You know how much madrasa costs? What's the price of those of you who send your kids for tuition? How much does 1 hour tuition cost? £15? 1 week, 1 month? 1 hour. Subhanallah. I'll do it to you. 35p an hour. 37.5p an hour. People say, Maulana, £30 a month, are you crazy? Are you crazy? But the same parent is paying £4 or £5 for half an hour swimming lesson. The same parent pays £15. The discounted, the cheap ones, how much was that one that used to come? Sajid Bhai? £20 an hour. £20 an hour for dunya. When it comes to deen, £30 a month, Allah Pak, we're going to become so poor now. I said, what's discount? How much discount can you give? When we go to Tesco, do we ask for discount? When we go Asda, you ask for discount. Huh? But when you go to an Asian person shop, you automatically, first thing you see, discount sign. Huh? You imagine there's this discount sign, huge discount sign. I must get my discount. No. There's no price that you could put on the knowledge of deen. We must happily pay it. Wherever you educate your child, send your child to a madrasa. If you don't want to send them here, I got no fuss with that. As long as you are... I had one child come in yesterday, and I can say this because I know his parents aren't here. He's been up to so much of nonsense, and I know if I have to kick him out of madrasa, I've got all the rights to, and his parents know that. If I have to expel him from madrasa, chances are that kid's going to end up on the streets getting up to a lot more mischief than he can get benefit in madrasa. Yeah. So we will try and accommodate as much as we can. Why? Because Islam, we understand this is my life, this is what I've been doing, this is the only thing I know. Yeah, I may have my passion for cars, I may have my desire for certain things, but this is what I know, this is what we live with. Yeah, we know what our appas and our staff here, the amount of effort that is put in. It is not just at 2 hours a day. And I can assure you, every madrasa throughout the world, yeah, if they have your child's care at heart, I can assure you, it's not only the 2 hours that you are seeing. It's a whole lot more. It's a whole lot more. If not double, then far more than double that. Yeah, because they have to do lesson preps. They have to do, and guess what? The sad part is, because we only charge 35p an hour, we can only pay them national minimum wage. Imagine what an investment. 35p an hour, Jannatul Firdaus is waiting. Excellent investment. Can you get better investment? I don't think so. Sorry for taking up a few extra minutes of your time. But like I say, anyone is welcome to come and inspect our madrasa, our madaris, and I'm sure any madrasa investor would be welcome for an inspection. Yeah? Because at the end of the day, we understand, and I'm sure you do too. Most parents do understand the value of Islam. Unfortunately, that respect and understanding of the value of madrasa is dwindling. Yeah? I think maybe next week we can elaborate on that to make people understand the importance. Yeah? Not to target anyone, but for us to understand the importance of having our makatib and madaris. Jazakumullah khair. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadar Rasulullah. أشهد أن محمد رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر، الله أكبر. لا إله إلا